Hey everybody, my name is Nara. You might have noticed, but it is currently the month of June. We're about halfway through, which means the ARMS character for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate should be arriving at any moment. And well, because of that, I'm not actually live streaming this. I just have this layout here to make it feel like I'm streaming. I wanted to stream it, but since it is presumably going to drop anytime soon, I wanted to just get it out of the way because I don't want this to all become irrelevant. So just bear with me. Just pretend. Thank you. So I wanted to give you guys a little sparkle, a little juice, a little gem of Smash speculation, because you guys know that your boy Nara has got the sweet deets. So to do this, to transceive, is that a word? The information to you guys, I want to do it in a classic Microsoft PowerPoint presentation. This is who will be the ARMS DLC in Smash. And it's hopefully not going to be him. And once again brought to you by twitch.tv/apieceofthenara or youtube.com/nara64. So let's begin with a actually entirely different question because when we're considering who will be the DLC, we have to think about this. Who won't it be? Because there is one character in the roster who, you know, it's kinda, it wouldn't be the best. It wouldn't be the best option. Let's just not go there, right? So now that we've got that out of the way, instead of let's rephrase the question, the original question. So instead of saying who will it be, we should be asking who does it have to be. It can't just be any one of those ARMS fighters because Smash is a very specific, distinct game, right? Smash Brothers is a game where you have to consider its fundamentals. You see, because Smash Brothers is a game that involves items. And believe it or not, Smash is a party game at heart. Whether whether you like it or not, whether anyone wants to tell you, that is true. It's a very important component. There's some items right there in case you don't know what some of them look like. And what's more important about this is that, specifically with the items, most characters use their hands to pick up items, just like that. Now, what does this mean? Well, if you never noticed, if you haven't had a chance to look up the characters, the ARMS characters kind of have a problem with picking up items. Their hands are a little bit preoccupied, we'll say. And all of them are like this, except for one. That's right, guys! Twintel is the one character who has her normal hands out. She is holding a cup of tea, presumably. Maybe coffee. Who knows? But she's holding something very, very, delicately. And you'd have to assume that she would carry the items just like that. And not only does Twintel have this in her favor, let's think about it this way, guys, because there's little nuggets of information that you guys might have missed. There was an ARMS anniversary tweet. Most people thought they just ignored it, but that's actually incorrect, because the Super Smash Bros. Japanese Twitter account tweeted this out. You might not be able to read Japanese, so I'll translate it for you. Bam! Horns for days. They were horny on main on the ARMS anniversary. And what do we have here? A reason. And if that was not enough evidence to clearly see that Twintel is the favorite, it doesn't matter! Because let's be real, most of y'all motherfuckers don't even care. Y'all been shitting on ARMS for like years now. So let's move on to what I truly brought you here for. Because let's review this initial ARMS reveal. And you might notice something a bit peculiar.
Those extendable arms, so we'll have to extend our development time too. Please stay tuned for just a bit longer. The next fighter will be announced and released this June.
Those were simpler times. So you might have watched that and you were like, Nara, what are you talking about? It's just kind of a simple, underwhelming, vague reveal. And you know what? Maybe you're right. Or maybe there's something entirely deeper. So,
Those extendable.
no, don't do this again. So, look at this graphic design. There is specifically two little let's call them strands there, because if you didn't notice, the ARMS characters, they kind of have little twirls. In Ribbon Girl's case, they have strands, they have just little layers that make the arms stretch the way they do. But Ribbon Girl clearly has more than two of those. What is this? This graphic only has two. It almost is, it's as if it resembles the Roman numeral 2, which can only mean there's going to be 2 fighters in this next reveal. No wonder we waited this long. No wonder. It's the only explanation. And not only that, if you're still not convinced, there was a second ARMS anniversary tweet. That's right, there's 2 of them. Check this out. There's 3 swords on the night of the ARMS anniversary. 3 swords, huh? Kind of a weird thing, because no ARMS characters use any swords. What's up with that? And look at this, it's tweeted from Sakurai himself, the man, the myth, the legends. He's trying to tell us something. Like, think about it, guys. What fighter, what sword fighter would have to be presented as a unit of 3? Rex, Pyra, and Mithra from Xenoblade 2! That's right, you thought it was dead, it's never dead, the dream is alive! But Nara, are you blind? They only have 2 swords! You said 3 swords, Nara! And I'll raise you a question in response. Are you blind? Because if you were paying attention to the picture, it's not about the swords, it's about the hands. It all comes back to hands, guys. Check out those hands. You have 2 naked hands, then you have 1 gloved hand. And if you look at the 2 naked hands, they're pretty much the same character model of hands. Yeah, if you look at the hero skins, they're different people. I know, but they're the same character model. Just like Pyra and Mithra have 2 different personalities, but they're in the same body. Besides, let's think about this from a marketing perspective, right? This would mean, well, we already know the last 2 DLC characters, including the ARMS one, are promoting a recent Nintendo game, right? ARMS 2 might even be coming soon. That would explain it a lot more. And what game came out recently for the Nintendo Switch? It was pretty big. It was Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. And yes, I realize that Mithra is not in that game, but it is still a Xenoblade character. I know we already got Shulk, but we already have like 12 Fire Emblem characters. Do you really doubt it? I don't think you're doubting it. I think you're starting to understand, and I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you, just know that. But Nara! One of you might say. There's no way Sakurai finished developing 2 whole new fighters. Especially with the pandemic, right? There's just no way. Wrong! Because you see, Masahiro Sakurai is not a normal human being. We all look up to this man. We all like to make jokes about how this guy is not only just an amazing developer, but also is that he just always looks so damn young. Look at that guy. You can just pinch his cheeks and he would probably be offended you're doing that, so don't do that. But yes, this is a picture of Masahiro Sakurai from 2020. Why is this relevant, you ask? Well, let's see. Let's see Masahiro Sakurai back in 1989 during his high school graduation. You might be noticing a pattern here. But yeah, you might be saying, it's just because Sakurai, you know, he's Asian, right? They don't really age till like they're 60 years old. Oh, that might be true. But check this out, guys. Masahiro Sakurai from 1885, colorized photo, and it's almost, if not the exact same. There's only one explanation for this phenomenon, as well as the ability to develop two fighters within this period of time, and that explanation is time travel. And to understand how Sakurai could even perform this time-bending mechanic, this ability, we first have to look back at Albert Einstein's old theory of relativity. Now, if you look at the theory of relativity, specifically the Merriam-Webster, you will find that relatively actually has a lot of definitions that are I'm not willing to read out right now. You can just read it for yourself, and it'll be pretty clear as to why Sakurai has that ability. But what's more important than this wall of text is that Albert Einstein himself, he thought ahead, because he once said that if you can't explain something to a 6-year-old, you really don't understand it yourself. So there's no point in reading that wall of text, right? I mean, look at this guy. But here's the thing, right? There's some controversy to this quote. Because this quote was not actually said by Albert Einstein. Allegedly. That's what people say. People also say that this quote is just meaningless in the first place, because 6-year-olds should not be the bar, right? They're pretty dumb. And in their defense, when you truly think back on it, in their defense, you can't blame them for attributing this quote to Albert Einstein, as well as you can't blame them for thinking a 6-year-old was the standard, because Albert Einstein himself was quite a mystical figure in his heyday. And let's see how. Oh my god! That explains everything! It all makes sense. So to recap, by Embark, it was nice while it lasted, but you probably shouldn't be coming. Schwintel is likely to be the DLC, because she can actually hold items. Pyra and Mithra, baby, they're still coming home. I guarantee you. And last but not least, Sakurai is a time traveler. He's been doing these antics since the dawn of time, guys. That's why he forgot to reveal the DLC. That's the true reason. It's June 19th at this point. He's just been so lost in the timeline, he's trying to get back. Somebody find Sakurai. Help this man. Thanks for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed this PowerPoint presentation. No matter what happens, I want you to take away from this presentation some sort of information, because there were some objective truths in this. And I think, even if history changes in the future, we want to be able to just take something away. I think that's a pretty good life lesson, right? I'll see you guys when the ARMS character is actually revealed. Hopefully on a stream. That would be really great. So yeah, thanks for watching.